everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Browns. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Ready. Switch. 550.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready. Check. Kill.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Winston. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Play clock winding down. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. The play clock's running down. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They complete it to Hill. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Jonathan Cyprien didn't have a big name coming into the league, but people know who he is now. A very fast center fielder of a safety.
They'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Beckham, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Second down following the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He'll return it from the 6. so dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And now here's a carry heading left. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. Here's Blunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Brief break in the action here. More from Cleveland after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is taken at the 10. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Ready. 3 down, 3 down. Hey,
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Flip, flip, flip.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So 2nd and 10 here.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Ready?
And he motions the wide receiver.
Sonic. It's coming. Double up. It's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Third down now following the completed pass.
Ready? Blue ready? No. Me. Easy. Tighten up. Sonic. Bang.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Flushed out right. He completes it to Bryant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
First down, Winston. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Blue ready? 4 down. Right there. Flip. That's the West.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
4 down. Ready? 150. Check it. On the look. Hold. Easy. Hey, slam. Sonic. Watch the twist.
They'll throw again. Winston. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go now. Blue ready. Hey, check Mike 57. Flip. Kill. Ready. Blue ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here, and the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go now. Sonic, shift. Hustle. Check.
Now Jameis on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Lucky 56. Go. Over. Here we go now. Green 3.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be first down Cowboys. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
And the back goes into motion. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And tough starting field position here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hey, watch out. Check right. Kill. Easy. Switch.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punt.
Odell Beckham Jr. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
In the red zone this time. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Miller, the lone setback. Play clock winding down. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. That catch good for 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And quickly they get to the line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the D-line's going to spread out. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
And over the middle here, Amaro. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready. 3 down.
1st down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ten yards still left on second down. A second down throw for Winston. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Another pistol look here. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Now back to throw. His pass caught down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Austin Hooper, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now the Browns coming out on the field. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Winston. Deep drop. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. A first down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First down, Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready? Flip 3, check 3.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ready? Wait for the back. 54's punt.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go now. Right there, right there. 54 Mike. Easy. Alert 3. Flip, crunch.
They come out here in the eye. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Well, week 1 behind us now. Always tough to start the season on the losing side.
It is, but you know, the teams that know how to recover, that understand it's just week 1, are the teams that will sustain and end up having a good season.
So for Cleveland, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
And this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bengals going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. One receiver left, three to the right. Andy Dalton. And incomplete to open things up. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's second down. And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And a look at the defense now. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Seahawks going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And here's a look at the starting offense. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
They go to Elliott again. And some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 43 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Rawls. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back-centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, the bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
3rd down and 12. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Wilson on second down. It's complete to Lockett. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Wilson will throw again. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now a first down following that long gain. Defense showing blitz. First down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Over the middle, it's complete. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll come out in the pistol. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
2nd and 5. Again, Wilson. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run down here with pro signs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They come out here in the eye.
Easy.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Prescott now finding time. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Prescott to throw it. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
And they're going to have really good... never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The play clock's running down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry up. In motion here is Witten. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up the first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren McFadden, 25 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And some room to work. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st down, this is Rawls. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs. Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The 10th carry for Thomas rolls. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back now in Arlington. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson, and able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge...
And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. And the D looking like they may blitz. Wilson going to throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 45 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He's back to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On the ground, rolls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls with time running out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Prescott. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Let's go.
Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Ohio. Let's go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Halfback sent in motion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They come out here in the eye. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.